Hey guys, what it always is. How y'all doing? So today, a special treat. I'm doing a collaboration with Jay over at Cognitive Burnout. Word to the man. As you guys probably know, his videos are very professional. They're very well done. They're very thought out. He really takes the time to get them processed correctly, to put in some nice, lovely music. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and get in today's collaboration subject, which is bipolar disorder. So, Jay has the NOS, not otherwise specified. See, your boy has a specified type, but it's really interesting. You see, I had a mental breakdown 3 years ago. At that point, I had an evaluation. I was diagnosed as bipolar 1. But somehow, over the last couple of years, I got into my head that I was diagnosed as bipolar 2. Bipolar 1 and bipolar 2 are a little different. You see, bipolar 1, you get the mania at the top. You get way at the top. The depression takes you down pretty friggin' low. You don't even want to get out of bed at all. You have no hope for the world. So, bipolar 2, you have what's called hypermania, which isn't quite as high up the ladder as mania, but you tend to have a lot more depression. It's just not as low as the bipolar 1 gets. So you see, I was always able to throw down with the depression side because I always seemed like I was depressed. But the interesting thing was, I always thought, I seem a little higher than just kind of high. So, had my disability hearing a couple months ago. It was brought out that your boy is diagnosed bipolar 1. I thought, hallelujah, I have the correct diagnosis. Now, so y'all have it down, bipolar 1, the highest highs, the lowest lows. That's where your boy's sitting. Now, interesting thing about this. I got a dog fur in my mouth. Ugh. And Lonnie, those dog farts, he's rank. Just a little side note. So, highest highs. I got so high a couple years ago when I had my breakdown that I thought I was leaving all this crap behind. I thought I was leaving the family behind. I thought I was leaving the wife behind. I was leaving all of it behind, and I was gonna move down to Las Vegas, Nevada with this girl that I was so in love with in my mind. At my last job, you see, I wrote her love letter. I gave her those little Peeps candies. I said, you know what? I know you're newly married, but it don't really matter because I know you love your boy here a little more than him. So why don't we go ahead and take off out of here, get away from all this crap, go on down there, start a new life. Even though neither one of us will have a job there, neither one of us make very much money, we don't know where we would live, and I don't even really freaking know if you even want to throw down like that. You see, the girl was half my age, newly married, and not looking for love, if you know what I mean. But your boy was riding high on the mania train. See, when you're in the height of mania, your brain doesn't really want your emotions, your morality, those kind of things to bother it. It's having too much fun. They compare a manic high to being on a cocaine high and probably even elevated a little above that. So this little thing went down. I gave her my little love letter. She obviously didn't take it too well. She called up my friend at the company and said, "Yo, homie, what the crap's going on with Mikey? I don't know what he's spinning. But I'm kind of pissed because he wants me to run away with him." So, your boy was high as a kite the day I gave her the letter. Then I get these messages, and within a moment's notice, it all came crashing down. I realized, holy frick, this chick don't really like me. Everything came to my brain, all the irrationality, all of the mania I was riding, it all came crashing down into the most bitter depression imaginable. You see, I started feeling extremely guilty when she wasn't showing up to work, and I heard that she was actually afraid to show up to work because of your boy, because of all my crazy activities. So I became extremely depressed. Don't know if I was suicidal, but I was sick enough that my wife went to take me and put me in the suicide prevention at the Neurological Institute because I wrote the boss and said, "I know you're going to fire me, so I'll just save you the trouble." He thought I was suicidal. I've told you all this story before. He sent the cops over to my house. They're going to haul your boy off if my wife didn't get here in time to take me to the institute. Soon after this is when I was diagnosed with my bipolar 1. Before that, I was only diagnosed with generalized anxiety disorder with specific phobias. So, moving on to depression. When your boy gets depression, as he said, he gets down. He gets flat out down. You see, depression's kind of different maybe than a lot of you think. Dang hairs. Sorry about that. Depression, for me, as a bipolar 1, isn't necessarily what a lot of y'all out there would probably think it is. It's not, I just want to kill myself. That's not the thought I always have. The thought with my depression is, I just don't want to freaking get out of bed. Because a big component of my depression is lack of energy. I can't freaking move. To roll over is hard, and it hurts. Depression makes your body hurt. You get aches and pains. All you want to do is lay there and sleep. You just want to sleep all day to get through it. Now, on the opposite side of that is the mania. And when your boy gets mania, as I said, he goes up to the top. But something I didn't tell you was I recall one day a couple of years ago, I walked outside, I said to Queensman, I said, "Man, isn't it bright today? I can just see like extra light, like it's just, the world is so robust, so beautiful." I didn't know it at the time. Another symptom of mania in bipolar 1. Things are actually more intense when you experience them. The mania is more intense than for the bipolar 2. The depression is more intense than for the bipolar 2. The NOS, as COG says, come and go. But for the bipolar 1, intensity is the word. I get all kinds of creativity. It's when I do my best videos. It's when I write in my WordPress. It's when I make my funny skits and do all my fun, crazy things that you've all come to love. But there's a downside to mania. Your boy gets very irritable when he's manic. Little things can trigger me oh so easy. So while I'm riding high, while I got the creativity, I can also be a real pain in the butt. And in fact, right now, I'm manic as can be. I'm going freaking nuts. I'm driving people nuts. I'm doing whacked out things. So I get the irritability. I also get the paranoia when I'm manic. I think that people are freaking staring at me all the time and judging me. I hear little voices in my head. Could be OCD. Could be both. But I have these voices that are telling me stuff all the time, especially when I'm manic. But the other thing when I'm manic is, I talk really fast like I'm doing right now, but I also have extremely rapid thoughts. You see, like the COG, your boy here, rapid cycles. In fact, sometimes I ultra rapid cycle, which means I can go from minute to minute, being up or being down, or being up or being down, or up, down, up, down, up, down. Woo! So it's a pretty crazy ride. Cog mentioned there's times he just can't do his daily videos or do videos. Your boy here is doing a daily video challenge. I'm trying to go at least 5 years, doing a video every friggin' day. But you see, I'm at about video 53, 54 today, and I'm gonna tell y'all something. I was thinking this morning, I was ready to pack all this in. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was ready to say, you know what? I'm done with the frickin' video gig. I'm done with Facebook. I'm done with YouTube. I can't do this crap anymore. This is the kind of stuff that the mania feeds you. It tells you crap that's irrational or that you don't want to hear. But the scary thing is, like that chick, sometimes you listen to the voices for a little too long till you get in trouble. That's where a lot of people with bipolar 1 get put in jail, where they rob people, where they murder people, where they run down the street naked, because they listen to the voices too long, because they like what they're spinning. See, I've realized after careful consideration that it would be a silly idea to give up my little Mikey empire here. So I'm doing these videos, show myself that I can do something good. Because I don't really have high self-esteem a lot of the time. I don't really like to socially interact a whole lot. See, that's a big thing with bipolar disorder. It always comes with other disorders. So, along with my bipolar 1, I've got generalized anxiety disorder. I've got specific phobias. I've got avoidant personality disorder. I've got paranoid personality disorder. And I think I'm missing another one. Oh yes, I have depression, of course. Managing my bipolar 1 is an interesting subject, full of lots of debate and hardship. You see, before I was diagnosed as bipolar, I'm going to throw this out there for you, give you a little history lesson, give you a little lesson on the facts of bipolar and anxiety and the difference between the two. You see, I was put on an SSRI for my anxiety. Didn't know at the time that that is a disaster for a bipolar person to only take one of those things. But you see, I was not diagnosed yet with my bipolar disorder. Didn't know that this SSRI was taking my mania through the roof. It's one of the reasons I had my breakdown. So luckily they got me off that drug. They put me on the lamotrigine. The wife claimed that I was much more bitter and angry on that drug. But you see, that's not the main reason I went off it. The main reason I went off it is because of something we all go through that we don't always love. That's the side effects of the frickin' crap. I got a skin disease from that darn lamotrigine. Got bumps all over my body that developed over time. But the worst thing, it destroyed the skin on my legs and my feet. You see, I'm the only guy in the middle of summer that can be standing there with frozen feet and frozen legs when it's 105 degrees out. Doctors don't even know what the frick it is. They say, well, your feet aren't hot, your feet aren't tingling. Can't be a diabetes gig. We don't really know what it is if your feet are frickin' frozen, but I know what it is. I have nerve damage from that dang lamotrigine. Who knows if I'll ever get over it. I've had it now for over a year. Other thing, when I'm manic, I cannot sleep longer than 3 hours tops. I'll lay there all night long, thinking about a million things at a time. Rapid thoughts invade your boy's mind. So I take an extreme measure that a lot of people don't agree with. A lot of people hate this drug, but it works wonders for me. It's called Ambien. It basically knocks out the frontal lobe of your brain, so it goes to sleepy sleep. So all those rapid thoughts in my head go bye-bye. I get a little crazy days at night if I don't go to sleep when I'm supposed to. It's hard to punch those keys on the board. People that are having conversations with me probably think it's hilarious to watch me. So that's my little breakdown of my bipolar 1. It's a crazy frickin' ride, guys. I have my up times when I can be high as a kite. As I said, it's thought of as even a higher high than being on cocaine. If any of y'all been there. But the lowest lows freaking suck, and they're found within the irrationality of the manic, and also the crippling depression that besets your bipolar 1 person, which can bring them down so low they can't do a dang thing, and they don't want to or care to. So, thank you, Cognitive Burnout, for the topic. Been working on this one for a while. It's very worthwhile to give the people the information on bipolar and the differences between the types. Hope y'all found a lot of good information in both of our videos. Hope you like, hope you'll comment. If you like what we're spinning, please subscribe to our channels. With that, I'm gonna say adieu, have a great day, and we will talk to you next time down the road, bipolar. See you guys.